Hi and welcome back. So Dratler44 here. Hope you're having a great day, evening or night so far. So basically today's video is going to be talking about emerald wheels. Now before I do get into that, of course, I just want to let you know that I am doing a Striker Stipplegate giveaway on the 4th of April 2021. Now if you did want to enter, basically all you have to do is actually just subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications and leave a comment below. Do add your actual gamer tag, and of course then just put a comment below whatever you want to put, as long as it isn't rude or anything like that. But as you can see with the decal, it looks really nice, lovely on a Dominus. It does look actually really good on any car, and you can, as you can see, change the colours to pretty much make it whatever colour you want to suit your design of your car, your toppers, and whatever else you're using, like your wheels and so on. So yeah, a really nice decal, and Striker Search should keep its value. Right, well, let's get into the content. Okay, so the first trade was actually for the normal standard emerald wheels. They have Striker Cert on them, and I managed to pick them up for $250. Now, $250 wasn't actually the cheapest price I could have got. I could have got them for less, around about $150, $180 if I'd have really waited, but there was a lot of time-wasting people that just kind of didn't really want to actually trade, and this guy actually did. So I paid a little more, but then it's still crazy because considering like 3 weeks ago or so on, they were actually selling for about 1,000 credits. So they've dropped by approximately 75%. Absolutely insane. Now, if these do go up, which I would assume that they would at some point in the near future, probably sort of medium to long term, I guess being realistic, I could, if I decided to sell them, which I may not, I may well keep them to be honest, but if I did decide to sell them, then actually, you know, I could make a nice amount of profit, maybe sort of 600-700, maybe more, depending on how much they go up by. But again, a really nice, straightforward, simple purchase, and just a really nice wheel. And yeah, like I said, you know, sky blue doesn't exist, so these were as good as sky blue, which is a color that I use a lot on my presets, so really, really nice. So the next trade then is for the Saffron Emeralds. Now, these ones I managed to pick up for $800, which again is crazy considering that although they are one of the less popular colours, you can't get lime as a colour, so Saffron is the only available one. And to be honest, they actually look really nice. And again, you know, these are part of going towards my collection because I'm collecting every single one, which of course the next trade after this is the reason that you're going to kind of see why. But I thought that these were a really good purchase. And again, if you are looking to just make a little bit of profit and a little bit of sort of extra, and you don't mind waiting a little bit, at the moment, these are really, really good sort of wheels to buy and very underrated. So definitely worth looking out for, and definitely something that you should keep an eye out on because I do see these going up in the future. Now, what I will say is that if you are looking to make some profit, but you don't mind waiting, a bit like the Pyros glitch wheels and some others, these are a really good way to go. Emerald wheels at some point are going to be discontinued. What's going to happen is that, of course, then when they are discontinued, as you can imagine then, over a period of time, the prices should start to rise. Now, obviously, I mean, with trading, any trading whatsoever, we don't always know what is going to happen. But, however, it is very likely that that is going to occur. So, if you want to pick up some emerald wheels, be it crimson or black or, you know, any sort of colour up in the top end, maybe excluding titanium white, because that probably is the hardest to get unless you've just got the credits lying around, then, of course, this is going to be the sort of ones that you can look at. And you should sort of see a bit of a sort of a spike and then a bit of a rise at some point as well. But a really, really good potential investment. Right, well, let's go into the next trade then. So this trade is the trade that actually influenced me to start collecting and go for the entire collection of the emerald wheels. They are much, much cheaper at the moment, and this was probably the one emerald wheel that I never thought I'd ever get. So, of course, when I had the opportunity, I just had to do it. And yep, I'm going to trade in a titanium white octane. Now, titanium white octanes go for around 22,000, 23,000, something like that on PS4. It does vary a little bit, but, you know, like anything with these, it is sort of around that kind of price. Now, emerald titanium whites, they are worth, I mean, non-certed, I've seen some actually like 15, 16,000. But with the cert at the moment, which is Playmaker, something I personally do use actually, I quite like that cert, alongside Striker and some other ones. I basically, it had a cert, I thought, yeah, that's a good one. Not the best cert, not the top cert, obviously you're not going to get Striker or anything like that, because that's just going to triple in value, but it has a cert on it, and they are the titanium white emeralds, and he also threw in some other items. Now, I have to say that, you know, in regards to value, absolutely now, I probably slightly got lesser value on the trade, and I did. But, you know, wanting the Emerald Wheels with cert, something that I'm going to personally be able to use on my car, that was kind of like the influence in this instance and why I did it. So I knew I was getting slightly less. He had mentioned about Big Splash, but I found out actually later that he had traded it up for Fire God anyway, so whether that's true or not, I don't know, but, you know, because you can buy them in the set at the moment, or you could have done when they were glitched, which is something that I talked about, so again, that was just something that I thought I'd throw out there. So yeah, so I mean, we talked for a little bit, but eventually the trade does go through. I think I did ask him for something else, but I think if I remember correctly, he said that was all he had. Again, who knows? I can't really sort of like ask for it much more, but I wanted the Emerald Wheels, and that was kind of where it's at, because I see that the Emerald Wheels are going to go up in price. Now, obviously, at the moment, they are at the lowest price I've ever seen them since I've been playing Rocket League. I never known about the wheels, because when I first bought a pair a little while ago, I kind of pretty much, I think, paid like $3,500 for an orange pair originally, and then they dropped. So I did lose a little bit of credits, and it hurt. So timing is such a massive thing when you're trading. Obviously, you've got to check all the details, take your time, make absolutely sure that you are getting the trade that's been agreed, and make sure that they're not distracting you or doing any swap outs. You can move the chat, like the actual text box, to the side using whatever, like analog stick, or I imagine on PC it'll be different, but you can move it. And you can also inspect all the items, again with the left analog stick. I believe that would be the same for Xbox and PlayStation, probably something different on PC, but you can do it. You can check the details to make sure that there's no underhand business going on, and again, that is the big thing. So I'm looking ahead on this one. I do honestly think that Emerald Wheels in general are going to go up in price at some point, and Titanium Whites, Blacks, Crimsons, those are going to be the main three colours that I can see increasing a substantial amount sometime in the future. The others will increase, I have no doubt, but I can't see them increasing in quite the same way, but you never know. That's the amazing thing with Rocket League and the trading system, is that sometimes you've got to like try and spot a deal, you've got to look at the short term, instant profit, great, you've always got to look at them, the medium term, and then the long term. I would say that this would fall into the long or medium term. Hard to kind of say exactly which one it is, but it's going to be one of them. Anyway, I mean, obviously, eventually, you know, we discussed things, and then the deal went through. I have been asking everyone about a burnt sienna catfish, which you may see in the comments. If anyone does have a burnt sienna catfish on PS4, or is able to trade it to PS4, drop me a message below. I would be most interested in sorting out a trade with you, because it is the only one I need for my collection, and I would like to have it if that's possible, so that would be great. But yeah, so I mean, obviously, with Emerald Wheels in general and trading, you know, items that you can buy easily, you know, not too expensive items are usually good. Small profits never hurt. So, I mean, you know, if you can pick up a pair of wheels for $250, but sell them for $500, it's not the biggest profit, but it's still a profit. And that is kind of how you build your empire. Rome wasn't built in a day. You know, things being done just instant don't always happen. If you can make bigger profits and you can make 2k, 8k, 9k, fantastic, do it. But those opportunities don't always come along, so you've got to be a little bit wary and a little bit kind of just careful, and just take your time. As I say, with anything trading related, this is what I always try and put across for you, is take your time, make absolutely sure that you're getting the deal that you've been agreed, and make sure that they don't turn back. One of my next videos will be actually showing that, so again, it'll be following on the collection of the emeralds. I'm going to be posting videos about that pretty much every day, and of course, I'll be sort of explaining it. So the last trade coming up actually was one for the Crimson Emeralds. Now, this one was an opportunity that I just couldn't pass down. I was totally surprised, if I'm honest, because bearing in mind that I've seen Crimson Emeralds selling for maybe 5,000, 4,500 was average, but back when I first looked, they were selling for like 8,000 or 9,000, so it's ridiculous to sort of see the jump and the decrease in price. But this guy actually sold me them for 3,000. 3,000 credits, Crimson Emeralds, no cert on it, okay, that's fine, don't mind that. I'd rather that than some cert that I wouldn't use, because again, I'm using these actually on one of my cards. But you know, it's like anything, you know, sometimes it's just good to just look on the search, narrow it down on value, and then pretty much choose your platform that you can trade on. These probably are locked to the platform that you're on, so be careful of that, because you can sometimes see a deal that's, you know, all platforms, and you can't trade it. Absolute nightmare. But yeah, I mean, like, I would definitely say that if you're looking to invest, emerald wheels potentially are a really good one to be trading in, and one way to make money in the medium to the long term. But that is it for this particular video, so I hope you found it helpful, informative and interesting. If you did, please drop me a like on the video because it helps. If you want to subscribe to be entered into the Stipplcade, please do. But otherwise, that is it for this particular video. So thank you very much for watching and taking the time to view. Hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you, of course, in the next video. But until then, all the best and take care. Bye-bye.